everyone, what is up? It is Belinda. Welcome back to my channel. How are you all doing this fine Sunday? We've got a little bit of tea to get into about Laura Lee. Now, Laura Lee is somebody that we don't actually talk about much on this channel because Laura Lee is not somebody who's ever really in drama. But in a recent YouTube video, Laura Lee was asked questions by her fans. She had asked on Instagram, she put one of those little, caption boxes where it said, type your assumptions about me. And she was answering fan assumptions. So this video, I sat and watched the whole thing. It was quite interesting because she went into quite a lot about drama in the beauty community and all that kind of stuff. There was quite a lot that got brought up. One of the questions, she was talking about Tati Westbrook because somebody asked her about Tati. So I'm going to roll you that clip.
You think Tati should come back to YouTube and making makeup already? You know what? I'll say this. I miss Tati. I miss seeing her face. She was one of the biggest parts of the beauty community, and I miss her. I don't know all the behind the scenes with her. I genuinely do not know what all is going on there. So it's hard for me to say. I wish she would come back. It's like, I hope she does whatever's best for her.
I'm just going to be getting ready while we chat here. So Laura Lee speaking about Tati Westbrook, saying that she missed Tati Westbrook in the beauty community because Tati was such a really big part of the community. I would agree. Honestly, like, I don't know about you guys, but if you're somebody like me who does follow the beauty gurus and stuff on YouTube, I did watch Tati's content and I did used to love all of her videos that were like the drugstore reviews where she'd do things like a full face of e.l.f. or a full face of Essence, a sort of affordable drugstore brand. I used to love those videos because I just really appreciated that she did that, went through makeup doing a whole face of affordable products. And honestly, because she's got quite a lot of knowledge and stuff about makeup, I trusted her advice. So for me, Tati is someone that I would watch and relate to about makeup, just a nice, chilled, happy kind of watch. Nice, easy watch. But Laura did also, as you heard, mention that she doesn't know what is going on behind the scenes with Tati Westbrook and all of that. Now, on this channel, of course, we do know a little bit that Tati Westbrook has been in a big old lawsuit with a channel called Without a Crystal Ball, Without a Leg to Stand On, Without Any Friends, whatever you want to call her. But I just really hope that Tati's okay. I hope that it wasn't that made her kind of run away from YouTube. I don't know, maybe she was ready to leave YouTube, but I just really hope that Tati's okay, whatever she's doing, wherever she is. Perhaps she has gone off and decided to have a baby, managed to get pregnant or something. I don't know. None of us know. None of us really know. But wherever Tati is, I just hope she's okay. The other thing, of course, in Tati Westbrook's whole kind of scandal and everything was she came out, made that video that was called Breaking My Silence. And in that video, she said that it was Shane Dawson and Jeffree Star who had kind of put her up to making the Bye Sister video about James Charles. She said that Shane Dawson had even offered to help her edit it, all this kind of stuff. And then she also said, be ready to forgive people when the truth comes out. So there was all that with Tati Westbrook. We all remember, right? But apparently, Laura Lee doesn't know what's going on behind the scenes with Tati Westbrook, but just wishes her well. So there's that. In the next part of the video, somebody sent Laura the assumption, you think your shit doesn't stink and you're better than other people. This was interesting to me because Laura actually got into it about money and stuff like that. She kind of went on to say that, having money doesn't make you a great person. And honestly, for me, I feel like it was a little bit of shade towards Jeffree Star because this was at the time when Jeffree Star had just come out with his new pink Rolls Royce Cullinan, the fully customized, most customized in the world pink Rolls Royce Cullinan. Jeffree Star had just come out and shown that off. And in this next clip that I'm going to play you, Laura Lee goes on to say, you know, it doesn't matter what things you have, how nice your house is and all of this, how many cars you've got. You know, she's kind of alluding to the fact that having all that stuff doesn't make you a good person. It doesn't make you better than anybody else. Honestly, I do agree with Laura on that. You know, I think there are different types of people in the world. And, you know, clearly Jeffree Star is somebody who sees having all these material things as being successful. When I think about it myself, I guess I'm a little bit different, because to me, it's more important to have, you know, nice, loving relationships with people than it is to have 16 cars in a garage. You know what I mean?
Distinct in that you are better than other people. Thank you. I don't. I actually think often in my head, I'm like, money is paper, and just because you have more things, cars, houses, why does that make you better than another individual because of the things you own? It doesn't logically make sense.
Very telling, huh? Tell me that wasn't aimed at Jeffree Star. Tell me that wasn't aimed at the person who comes out with videos showing off all this customized Louis Vuitton, customized Rolls Royce cars. Tell me that little bit from Laura wasn't aimed at Jeffree Star. I mean, but aside from that, we're going to move on to a little bit more kind of beauty guru news. It's not really drama as such, but there was something that happened with Nikkie Tutorials. Nikkie Tutorials has been hosting a show for kids, a competition, makeup competition for kids called Makeup Cup. It's something that airs on Dutch TV, so it's not something that I've actually seen. But Nikkie's been doing that. The semi-final, I believe, was yesterday. And she's just got a season 2 on that as well. So really good for Nikkie. Nikkie is doing her thing over there, being unproblematic, you know, just getting on with her work, making things better for people in the beauty community. In my opinion, just my opinion, you know, Nikkie, as I've said before on my channel, I do feel like Nikkie Tutorials is someone who's a positive role model for people, especially for younger people who are getting into the sort of beauty community and everything. Nikkie, because she's not very, very problematic like some big gurus are, I find that she's really somebody that kids can look up to. You know, I don't know if she necessarily wants that, but I do very much see her like that. So to get into this about Nikkie Tutorials, on a Dutch TV show, one of the presenters has apparently said, that was just a thing, not a man, not a woman. She is, of course, a woman now. We all know that Nikkie Tutorials came out in a video, I'm coming out, came out as transgender, back in January of 2020. So for this to happen now, this is a little bit odd. I don't quite know the context because it is a Dutch TV show, but I saw the tweets about it and thought this was something that I should bring up. Judging by the tweets that I've translated with Google Translate, it seems that Nikkie received some kind of transphobic comment from this Dutch TV presenter on a kind of game show, I think, where you have to guess a person. Something similar to that. Some of Nikkie's fans had alerted her about the situation, and this is what Nikkie had to say. Dutchies, I got some tweets about it tonight. Those paint cans were the easiest hint, of course, but next time there should be no doubt whether I'm really a woman or not. Some of Nikkie's fans responded to the situation. This person called Luna responded, clearly I can't read Dutch, so I have to Google translate these tweets, but here we go. Somebody said, it's a woman, isn't it? Was the comment. This is very unfortunate again. Nikkie Tutorials is a beautiful woman and always has been. If you don't believe that, go to SGP. Tom's on Mars wrote, shows again how well the Netherlands is educated about transgender people. This has to change. Nikkie Tutorials, you're an icon. So just to give some more context, This television presenter, who's called Caroline, was accused of being transphobic towards Nikkie Tutorials. Nikkie Tutorials fans came to her defence. Nikkie Tutorials has now herself responded to the situation, saying, "I received a sweet message from Caroline and all is good, of course. I know it doesn't come from an evil angle, only these little comments are just so killing for the trans youth. Very nice to give people some knowledge." And brr, whatever that means. So Nikkie Tutorials has basically come out and said, you know, the presenter didn't mean it in an evil way, so let's educate this presenter rather than kind of condemning her. I'm really going to say massive, massive props to Nikkie in that situation, because I don't know how many people would have handled it that professionally and that calmly. I don't know what you guys think. Let me know your opinion on the situation. Do you think the TV presenter was out of line, or, you know, really, I think this is something that people do need to talk about. You know, if you live in a country where people aren't that educated about transgender people and trans rights, I think it's something to bring awareness to. And I think that Nikkie is doing an awesome job of that in everything that she's done with her coming out video on YouTube. And, you know, not only that, but she's doing things like presenting the Eurovision Song Contest. Again, she got a little bit of kind of funny backlash with the media, Dutch media, about her presenting the Eurovision Song Contest, because they went ahead and said, oh, you know, first transgender person to present the Eurovision Song Contest representing Holland, whatever. And it's like, you didn't need to put transgender person, you know, Nikkie Tutorials is a woman, period, you know. But I think maybe some countries are still a little bit backwards about the whole situation. I don't really know, you know, I don't live in the Netherlands. Yeah, I've been there once or twice, but I haven't experienced enough of it to know what it's really like living there. But clearly the Dutch media have got a little bit of an issue when it comes to information about transgender people. I myself identify as non-binary trans. That is different to somebody like Nikkie. You know, Nikkie has fully transitioned. She's a woman, period. That is it. For me, non-binary, it means I don't identify as either male or female. You know, I kind of fall somewhere in between. So I think, you know, all we can ever really do is try and educate people when it comes to people messing up, people getting things wrong regarding, you know, information about transgender people, about people under the trans umbrella. All we can ever do, all we can ever hope to do is try and educate people. So guys, I'm going to stop this little video right here. I'm going to say take care, stay safe, stay well, and I will see you on the next one when I've done all my face and everything. Take care. Thank you so much for watching. Bye guys.